Hey guys! Today I'm gonna discuss what my pregnancy experience was like. So basically, we'd been trying for a few months and well, every month just before I was about to get my period, I'd take a couple of tests just to see if I was pregnant, because my period wasn't very regular, so I thought, 1 or 2 days late, okay, this must be it. So this time I took a test on a Saturday and it was negative, and then I was still 5 or 6 days late on the Wednesday. So this was Wednesday the 1st of October. I can't forget that day. So I decided to take another test and this one was positive. It was such a shock and a relief. I just couldn't stop crying. I remember getting out of the bathroom to tell Psyche, my husband, and I was just crying and he was like, what, again, you're not pregnant, what happened? And I was like, no, I'm pregnant. And I should have filmed that, but you should have seen his face like drop. It was, well, it was really funny. He was like, what? He was like, okay, what, really? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, let's go get another one. So we rushed out to the pharmacy that I'd been going the past few months to get my tests. And I was like, he was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, okay, this one was positive. And he's like, oh wow, great. And I was like, yeah, I think we're gonna get another one to just make sure. And he was like, I'm sure if it's positive, you're pregnant. So anyways, I went and took another test, and like just the first couple of drops of pee that landed on the stick, it just like the plus sign came up straight away. So yeah, that's how I got pregnant, and from then on I had like all the time in the world to research everything. I downloaded all the apps just so I know, when it's a raisin, when it's a bean, when it's an avocado and whatnot. So I downloaded I think 2 or 3 apps just to make sure we're on track. So I knew everything about the baby's development. Couple days after we found out I was pregnant, we booked an appointment at the gynecologist just to make sure that everything's okay. I mean, he couldn't see much, obviously. He confirmed the pregnancy, and basically from then on, my first question at the doctor's office was, can I still drink coffee? And he was like, yeah, you can have 1 or 2 cups. And I was like, yes, because I was still working and I really, really needed my coffee to get my day started. And a couple of days later, unfortunately, the smell of coffee made me, oh my god, so nauseous. I remember Psyche making coffee at home in the morning and I had to make him close all the doors. I could not stand the smell of coffee. It made me gag. But other than that, I just had like slight nausea for the first trimester, just enough to like remind me that something's going on in there, which was nice. But I felt like I was on a boat 24 hours a day. It was kind of a strange feeling, a bit like I was high all the time. I was very tired. There was one time where I had a few drops of blood the first month, I think, after I found out, and I had to take some medicine for that, but that was only for maybe 5 days, so everything was fine other than that. So after the first trimester, which was basically nothing to show, I mean, besides the very light nausea and exhaustion, which I had anyways because I was working pretty much 6 or 7 days a week for 8 or 9 hours. There was nothing else to it. In the second trimester, well, that was the most fun part because the exhaustion went away, the nausea faded, and basically the munchies came, so I got really hungry, and I've always had a sweet tooth, but this was like sweet tooth on steroids. I wanted something sweet every single day, and well, my poison is chocolate. I had at least a bar of chocolate every single day, and other than that, I mean, I just remember slowly watching my belly grow, and the first flutters and movements and kicks that I could feel, that was amazing. So really, I think the second trimester is the best. I got to enjoy it. I stopped working then, so I could finally relax and just enjoy this time doing my research and seeing, you know, imagining what the nursery is gonna be like and going shopping, and it was just starting to get real, so it was really nice. During the third trimester, I can say, okay, the first maybe month was pretty okay. Towards the end, I started getting tired again, heavy, not sleeping so well. I remember from pretty early on, my doctor had said that the baby's dropped, so it was in position, so I couldn't do much. I couldn't go far from home. I couldn't walk very far. She told me if you start walking really far, you might like actually go into labor. So I decided to take it easy towards the last month and a half. I'd packed my suitcase for the hospital, well, way too early. I think I packed and unpacked it a few times before it was actually time to go. Generally, you'll see that I'm a bit organized. I like to be organized and a bit over-prepared, which everybody makes fun of me, but it's okay. So finally, at about 37 weeks and what was it? 37 and 5 days. I went in for my regular doctor's appointment, and she noticed that I was having really, really strong contractions already, which I could not feel. So they hooked me up to the, I don't know, the machine, Doppler, I think. And they could see that I was getting really strong contractions. I was dilated only 1 centimeter, so that didn't really matter. But I couldn't feel them. I mean, I could understand at times that my belly was tightening, but only when I was lying really still. And I mean, if I was moving around, I didn't notice at all. So my doctor was like, okay, this is it. You're gonna start going into labor. It could be tonight, it could be over the next couple of days. So I was like freaking out. I didn't sleep for the next few days, thinking that I might go into labor at any minute. So this was a Wednesday. She told me, okay, if nothing happens overnight, come in tomorrow. So I went in the next day, same thing. I had contractions. I hadn't dilated anymore. So she told me, okay, come in again Friday. Friday, the same thing. Same story. And then she told me, okay, just like now it's the weekend. Give me a call whenever you feel something, or if anything changes, call me, because she was worried because the baby was so low, you know, I'd have quite a quick birth. The weekend passed again. I was sleepless, thinking, ooh, I was trying to feel something to see, you know, could this be it? Could that be it? Nothing. So Monday came and I went in for my appointment again, and again I was really having strong contractions, very, like, quite frequently. I'd gone to 2 centimeters. So she told me, okay, go out, walk around and come back again. So I went to the supermarket and got me some more chocolate and ice cream. I remember eating that day, and I went back again and I had the same contractions again. And then she's like, okay, go home, because she really thought this would be it. Go home, and if anything changes, anything at all, call me and we'll go straight to hospital. Otherwise, come in again at 9 at night. Okay, so I went home, sat on the sofa, and that's when I started feeling light pressure on my lower back. So I called her and told her, and she's like, okay, go to the hospital, I'll meet you there. Take a shower, take your time, but I'll meet you there. So I packed it, well, not packed everything, I had everything in the car already. So I took a shower and got ready and met her at the hospital. And that's all I'm gonna say now. Next time I'm gonna talk about my birthing experience and some unexpected things that happened. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, if you haven't already subscribed, give it a thumbs up. If you think that these things might help a friend of yours or someone you know, please share it. Below I've linked all my blog and my social media if you wanna check out my other everything else. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!